Our next speaker of the evening is coming up. Let's hear it for Beth Ramsay.
I was one of those little girls who dreamed of horses. I drew pictures of horses. I read horse books. I drew horse pictures on my notebook. I saved my allowance for weeks and pored over that Breyer's model catalog. I don't know if y'all know Breyer's model horses. 15 years ago, those models became the real thing. And I want to share with you the story of just one of them. This was Rochelle. She and several other horses were unfortunately on a farm with an unscrupulous horse trader who was only interested in making money and not spending any. If a horse became ill, he would hide them in the back of his property in a place he called the bad pen, and he'd wait for them to die. Now, it's okay. A group of an organization that was a rescue came and seized all the horses, brought them back to health, and got them ready for adoption. And the good news for Rochelle is she came home to me. The better news for Rochelle is that I've studied equine psychology and behavior. I do all that really cool horse whisperer stuff, you know, the kind they make the movies out of. I can do all of that. And I know the number one thing in a prey animal's mind is to live another day. That's it. And the only way that they're going to do that is to have a relationship with me that I will keep them safe. And the way to do that is communicating well. This happens to be a communication tool. It is not a whip. It's a flexible short rod with a really soft string on it. Because people have tall bodies, horses have long bodies, and we have to communicate. So if you see a mama and a baby out in the field, and mama moves forward and baby doesn't come, she'll take her tail, just like I would the string, and say, "Come on, little baby." It's just communication. And this is one of the games that we play. And the first time I took Rochelle out to do this, I was shocked at her reaction. It's where I would take the rod and I would take the string would just caress the back, like an "I love you" caress. Her reaction was this. Because she just knew, she was convinced that something horrible was going to happen to her. I could not leave her like that. I knew I had to get her trust. 27 minutes it took for me to get her to relax, and I stopped. In that moment, she knew that she could trust me. But even more important is Rochelle taught me life lesson number one. She taught this type A personality that if you just wait, find some patience, you'll get what you're looking for. Now, there was a morning where Rochelle had to see the vet, and I needed to get her in the stall. And I went outside. I had my bathrobe on and my cup of coffee in my hand, and I went to the top of the paddock and the hill, and I looked down the hill, and all the horses were down there, and they all looked at me and went, "You rang?" And I said, "Why, yes, I did, thank you. I want that one." And I pointed to Rochelle and used all my horse whisperer skills, and I threw my energy, separated Rochelle from the herd. Rochelle walked into the barn, up the hill, into the barn. I met her in the barn. I opened the stall door. I said, "This way, please." She walks into the stall. I shut the door, and I looked around to see if anybody saw this. I'm so flippin' awesome. Did anybody see this? No, they didn't, but I didn't spill my coffee. Rochelle taught me life lesson number two. With clarity, focus, and intention, you get the results you want. Now, one of the cool things I love doing when I create workshops and retreats and training sessions for my clients is to groom my horses. That's the best way to do it. I was grooming Rochelle one time, and I'm brushing, and I'm thinking of a retreat, and I'm brushing. She takes her whole body and steps sideways, so I step back. And I'm brushing, and I'm thinking. She does it a second time. I step back. When she does it the third time, I went, "Oh, Rochelle, I am so sorry. My mind has been everywhere else but on you." All she was doing is saying, "Be with me. Where are you?" So I'm going to ask you The Rochelle question. How many people in your life say, I want you to just be with me? Be with me. Where are you? And we don't see them. It's an important Rochelle question. The universe brings us messages in a variety of ways. Through people, through situations, and yes, even a horse. This is Rochelle today. She is happy, healthy, and she has become a very confident leader of my herd of 8. She is teacher, she is grace, and boy, she is beauty. Listen to Rochelle. Thank you.